because you're off today, and
Yeah. Good evening. Welcome to the February 21st Clark County Fire District 6 Board of Commissioners meeting. I'd like to call this evening's meeting to order and ask that you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. At this time, I'd ask for any additions to this evening's agenda.
None here.
None here. Okay. None here. We'll need to read and approve, post as necessary, our minutes of the February 7th board meeting.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Correspondence this evening. I didn't see any correspondence. Citizen communication. Citizens viewing this evening's meeting using YouTube, there is a feature allowing you the opportunity to communicate directly with the board. That will be monitored throughout this evening's meeting. Committee reports, health and safety report.
no report this month.
Okay, risk management group, no report as well. Fairgrounds Fire Facility Board.
Next month.
Next month, okay. No report there. Next month. Consent agenda.
Move for approval.
Second. Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Moving on to the chief's report. Chief Russell, if you want to run us through those items.
Yeah, January 2023 overtime summary report. You should find number 5 in your Dropbox with our overtime report. As of January 2023, overtime was $58,892.47. And for our January 2023 budget performance report, which is number 4 in your Dropbox, for Fund 6212, the General Fund Fire Suppression, we have expended 6%. For EMS line items 6242, we have expended 8.6%.
Okay.
And that is all for the chief's report.
Alrighty. Alright. Moving on to old business, policy 717, social media imagery.
Yeah, so this was a policy that was the second reading and adoption was last meeting. During the formatting and moving into our policy format and putting on the website, some changes were made by the fire chief, and a couple things had to be worked out with the local. They noticed some inconsistencies in that format change, and a couple of lines needed to be altered. So we have included that, sorry Rocky, we included that by hard copy today. These were agreed upon, as my understanding, with the local, and were largely formatting changes and nothing substantive, and does not require any further action by the board, but we just wanted to make you aware of it.
Great. Thank you. Any questions related to that?
No, I have no business.
Okay, perfect. Yep.
Chief Newberry, do we have any idea on the building permit? It's been, still nothing?
Nope.
And no response to the letter we sent.
I wasn't sure if that got sent, but no, I haven't heard anything, and I don't know that I would have.
Yeah.
I think you would have.
But you haven't heard anything from the county or the architect about it?
Yeah, I know that I signed the letter before our last meeting, so.
Yeah, I'm guessing that any response would have come to you, and it would have been in your packet.
Yeah, no, nothing,
Thank
nothing
you.
there yet. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I have a question if it's appropriate.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Chief, can we get an update on the paid family leave stuff and just kind of where the mediation process is at?
You bet. So we checked our correspondence with the district's attorney, and as of this morning, he's reached out to PERC and submitted dates. So we're waiting to hear back on what dates work for both parties.
So it sounds like process is moving forward then.
Yeah.
With the
Slowly,
dates and-
but yes.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
thanks. Any additional Old business?
No, sir.
All right. Moving on to new business, Station 151. I think that there was maybe just an update regarding 151. There was a Fairgrounds Neighborhood Association meeting here, I understand, late last week. And it sounds like Chief Newberry was representative of the district there, but Clark Cowlitz maybe outlined a staffing proposal or a plan to move forward with the 151 facility beginning in around June or July.
Yeah. And this was, I think, first brought to our attention at FFB meeting about a month ago. They, at the pace that they're hiring, they're gonna want to staff that by June or July. I think their hard date is probably July 1st. They did have a meeting last week. Chief Newberry was our representative there and can weigh in any additional, but I think it's kind of status quo.
Yeah.
Looking at July.
So Clark Cowlitz is looking to move forward with a plan around July.
Yeah.
For 2 days.
And
of
they would
3.
like, I think, all 3 days staffed, and whether or not we have a part in that is up to us.
Okay.
And so I think we need probably some direction from the board on which angle we would like to try to navigate that.
Yeah, I'll ask that the other board members chime in here as well, but I see this as an opportunity. If they are looking to move forward, I would like to, or suggest that we formulate a staffing plan that's in alignment with what they are looking to do, and have the ability for our folks to staff that facility on the 1/3 of the time as we have previously discussed or in these meetings that have taken place in the past. I'd like us to be in a position to support that operation and the staffing of that station. So, anybody else have any thoughts on that or where we sit with that?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yeah, I would echo your comments. I would like to see us, it would be nice if we could jointly come up with a plan with labor and management to present to the board to do something consistent with whatever our neighbors are doing. I just want to make sure we're mirroring or at least doing something out there at the fairgrounds.
Thank you.
Yeah, if staff could get back to us, I don't know, probably need a couple meetings, 30 days, I don't know when you need to let us know how you would do it, maybe some potential costs to it. The new engine should be here way before then, so we should have apparatus to put out there, that shouldn't be an issue. And I'm just curious how the 4896 thing would work with us being on 2448.
That's kind of my biggest concern, I think, is their schedule's very unique beyond 4896. They have debit days and Kelly days, and it's definitely not a standard fire service shift. Discussing those concerns with Chief Knorr for the past year, they've, indicated that they would be willing to look, in moving to our shift to accommodate the 2448s. He thinks he has enough people that would be willing to work a 24. But that's more than a couple people. I mean, you need a very minimum 6 if he was, just gonna staff 2 shifts, so, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of details to work out, a lot of, answers, that need to be ferreted out it's just a lot of questions, so. We can, I think,
Shoot for that 21st of, on the 21st of March if possible. That's the awards presentation night too, might be kind of busy, but if you can't do it in 30 days, let us know, but.
Yeah, if we need an extension.
It'd be
we can
nice to
certainly-
have something by April. And I know there's gonna be a lot of work, give you a science project, but
Yep.
a lot of work to be put into it. And I know we're down 4 positions right now, we haven't filled 3 or 4.
I'd have to look at the sheet, but I think
Economy,
we were upstaffed a little bit. We had hired for the truck earlier, and that was 4 positions that we were up, and then we've had some attrition. I think we're planning still probably for spring or not this spring, maybe fall of next year academy. So this would all be cooked into that, I think.
a fall this year academy or next year?
Fall of this year.
This 23.
Yeah, 23. Yeah. And that was just to fill out retirements.
Do you have questions from the board? Yeah. Any of the staff?
I think that's good direction, and we'll just have to put out an outline for you and get those costs and kind of figure out what a long-range picture looks like. Also be some meetings with Cowlitz and make sure we're on the same page.
And I would assume if we're gonna do it, we'd want a 3-person engine company out there. That's what they're doing, we probably wanna mirror that.
Yeah, I
right?
would think that it's most reasonable that we mirror what's being delivered out there 2/3 of the time. At least from my vantage point, would make the most sense for us.
Great.
Thank you.
We'll get to work on it.
Thank you. Did you have anything else, Commissioner Haynes?
Nope, I agree with what the other commissioners, what both you guys said. Thanks.
Okay. Executive session, I didn't see any need for an executive session this evening listed. Roundtable good of the order?
I do have one thing. I just wanted to thank Chief Russell, Chief Todd, and the engine company that attended the Gresham Fire Service line of duty death funeral. So I appreciate that. District 6 had a good showing, and appreciate the members and our chief officers that were there. So thank you.
That's great.
Yeah, it's our honor to do it.
Alrighty. Well, with that, we will need to authorize February issuance of payroll warrants, authorize February payroll direct deposits, treasurer's check, authorize February deposit of federal and FICA medical withholding treasurer's check, authorize pre-authorization invoice transmittal, authorize payment of current bills.
So moved.
Moved and
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you. I see no questions. All right. Meeting is adjourned.